Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to our Heritage on 91.3 Radio Maria, the voice of truth. My name is Stella Francis. Welcome to our Heritage. Our Heritage is a program cut across Nigerian culture, cultural festival, food, music, dance, etc., location, etc. Culture is a way of life, including acts and belief and institutions of population that are passed down from generation to generation. Imagine passing a wrong information to a particular generation. Unimaginable, right? I think it's disastrous. Once again, my name is Stella Francis. I am your host. Our guest speaker is Mrs. Patricia Okonkwo JP, a public servant, Culinary Ethics Association of Professional Chefs Nigeria, author of books. Her most recent book is titled Your Body, Nutrition and Care for Healthy Living. Miss Patricia, you're welcome to 91.3 Radio Maria, the voice of truth.
Thank you, Stella.
By the way, she's a regular guest, so it's not her first time. I believe that we all are familiar with the name Mrs. Patricia Okonkwo JP. Together with Mr. Patricia, we will give more information about Nigerian traditional attires. Sit back, relax as we give more information on Nigerian attire right after the break. Thank you. Always doing my best. Thank you very much for that wonderful song. I wonder why you stopped. Okay, as we all know, today is Children's Day, and our mommy here, who is the mother of so many children, has a message for the children before we'll continue. So,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate Nigerian children today, celebration of Children's Day. The beautiful leaders of tomorrow, we want to appreciate you. I know everywhere they are celebrating now, I'm sure you people are promoting our culture with our indigenous fabrics. That is what we are showcasing today. Nigerian fabrics, wherever you are, be Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, I am sure everybody is dressed gallantly with their traditional attires. Thank God Nigeria is blessed. We are talking about Nigerian traditional attires today, indigenous fabrics. Nigeria is so blessed with vast, highly valued traditional indigenous textiles and being showcased through all the ethnic group in Nigeria. Be Igbo, we have the Akwete, we have the Akwacha, we have Lulu. You go to Yoruba land, we have Ashioke, we have Adire. You go to Hausa land, you have Agbada with tie and dye. It comes across every Nigeria. We have different traditional fabrics that is highly valued, and that is what we are known for. Nigeria is known for fashionable textiles and garments, and all over the world we are being admired because we are the most flamboyant dressers of traditional fabrics.
Thank you very much. I like that flamboyant dressing. Yeah, because the Nigerian attire has evolved. Now we have different tailors that are so talented. How you see that our mommy here, our guest speaker, is wearing a very beautiful Nigerian attire made by a Nigerian tailor. And of course, for some of us who think that Nigerian attires look boring, sometimes I was listening to a program, and a lady said that anytime she wears Nigerian attire, it make her look like she feels like a married woman. But no, Nigerian fashion has evolved. Even look at what I'm wearing. It's also made by Nigerian tailors. So they are so talented, and they can give you any size, any shape, and anyhow you want your dressing, anyhow it fits. Our tailors are out there to give you the best of what suits you. Talking about that, you mentioned the different attires from different ethnic groups, geopolitical zones in Nigeria, and that's what makes diversity in Nigeria. Nigeria is so diverse, yet we still find a common ground to coexist. And fashion also is not left out. So I want us to talk about different attires. You've talked about attires and with different accessories to go with it, like the akwete. What's the famous accessories that goes with akwete?
I will start with the clothing which involves around casual wears due to warm. Nigeria with the temperature, our clothing is so simple that it's defeats the temperature or the weather of the environment. Wherever we are not always, our dressing goes with our temperature. We have the agbadas, which is from the northern zone, of which the agbada is seen as a formal attire, which is commonly paired with three pieces. We have the trouser, we have the inner and the upper agbada, fully grown for men in the northern region. Either you do it with a short sleeve or long sleeve, and sometimes you see it in different colors, different shapes. Sometimes the agbada is made of what they call it, this fabric that you can always shader fabric. Sometimes in a way to make it indigenous, they normally do it tie and dye. Then we go to Yoruba land, where you have the people are located in the southwest, of which if you see their own, we have tie and dye too. Attire, mostly from the Abeokuta side of Nigeria. The attire is so good that it's everywhere now. Even in China, you see them, copying Nigerian attire, making it into shaders and bringing it to Nigeria because it's so unique in nature. Then we go to the Igbo land, where you have the traditional attire as Igbo men includes Ishiagu. We have the ashoke, the akwete. Then when you go to part of Delta State that is Igbo, we have the akwacha, made of wool and very, very nice. So a lot in Yoruba land we still have the attire too, and ashoke. The ashoke is one you tie on the head, different colors.
Yes. Thank you very much. I see our guest is very passionate about the Nigerian attire. Finally, I was asking you a question. She has gone round and round. This is how versed she is with the topic for discussion today. But I will still bring you back to my question. The question I asked earlier, I was talking about the akwete, which is from the
Abia State.
Abia State.
Yes, akwete is made in Abia State. There's a local government, a town. The name of that town is Akwete.
Okay.
So the fabric is made of wool and with different designs. It's even traditionally made, woven material by the women, and it comes with different designs.
Okay,
yes.
Talking about comes in different designs.
Yes.
I can imagine it also come for different designs for different occasion. Say for instance, now akwete, can it be used for wedding, like traditional marriage?
Yes, of course.
So what are the accessories that goes with it?
We beads. We normally have our good ancient beads that the woman will wear when you are doing traditional marriage, especially the girls, the ladies or the brides. You see them wearing the ashoke, the akwete. The thing there is that they use beads, our Nigerian red coral beads, very expensive beads, to come out in a unique way. As a bride, you must look beautiful. And that is why we use that bead. We cherish our beads too, because that is one of the accessories we use to dress up in Nigeria.
Thank you very much for that one. We're talking about beads. Like I said about, we earlier mentioned that Nigerian is so diverse, yet we still find a common ground, because if the Igbo people, the Abia state to be precisely, are using the coral beads, I also know that in the Benue state also, that which is not dominated just by the Tiv people, they have the Idoma people, they have different ethnic group in Benue, but they also use bead, but
Sure. Different colors.
there are uniqueness. The colors make them unique, and you can easily identify that this is this attire is showcasing the rich culture of Idoma, or is showcasing the rich culture of the Tiv people, which is the black and white. When you see a black and white bead, of course, with the black and white attire that is that is locally made, you don't need anybody to tell you
that you're from Tiv.
Yeah, you just know that this
Sure.
person is showcasing the rich culture of Tiv people in
Yes.
Benue State. And the same thing when you look at, when you see somebody wearing red and black bead design, and you know that, okay,
It's
this
Idoma.
this is
Sure,
Idoma, so I
sure.
don't even need to tell you. And the Igalas too, I think they have the yellow, red, and blue, I think. But I'm sorry if I don't say it well, if I mix the colors up. By
That
the
is
time
the
we
Igede
open,
people. You're talking about the Igede people now.
okay, when we open.
Blue, white. Yes, blue and white.
Okay, so when we open our phone lines, we will allow you to call us and tell us whether we have said about your culture well, or you have to correct us. So our guest, I see you are eager to say
Yes,
something.
Stella, I want to draw you to something similar with the Akwete. In Delta State, where I come from, Bradley Ubuluku, where I come from, we have aquaculture. The aquaculture is very, very indigenous, that when you wash it, the beauty comes more. It is used for traditional marriages, for burials, for ceremonies, August ceremonies. We have even festivals. That is what we normally use. The aquaculture, you can even emblem your name. Whatever you want them to write on that aquaculture, you can simply tell them, they will design it for you. Aquaculture is a cloth that when you wear it and come out, people will look at you and know that you're from that region.
Okay.
And very, very unique, that people are looking for it, even in America and everywhere. Where that is our culture. Anywhere you go, anything they are doing, if you are an indigenous of Ubuluku, if you don't have this aquaculture, it looks as if you have not started.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, sure.
So talking about aquaculture, is it locally sourced? Can it be locally sourced, or it's imported?
No, the material, the wool is imported.
Okay.
You know, those days when we're growing up, we normally see where our women plant cotton, and they pick the cotton. By the time they pick it, there's a way they stripe it and make sure that it goes in. But now it's not like that again. Nigeria is just growing. I don't understand, but God will help Nigeria. Now the cloth, the wool is imported, and when they import it, there's a way the women will now boil it up, boil the wool, ensure that the wool is okay. Because even when you're putting the colors, red, green, orange, different colors that you use in doing the design, by the time you put it inside water, it will never go off, it will never wash. The white is always the background, but now they are inventing more. By maybe you want the red color, you want green color, they can do it for you. But those designs, different colors will still be there, and even when you put it inside water, it will never wash. The more you wash it, the beauty.
Okay,
the more the
talking
beauty.
about how to process the aquaculture. Is it
Yes.
aquaculture?
Aquaculture, yes.
Aquaculture
Aquaculture is-
material from the Delta State. I also know how to. There's a place for dye and dark and dye. Is it what's dyeing in Kano State, which is called Kofarmata. Like they have different pits where they
dye the clothes. Sure.
Different pits for different reasons, so that you see that there are bigger pits that you can dye different numbers of clothes.
Yes.
A bigger pit takes more clothes, and the smaller pits contains few
smaller
materials.
yes.
So how do you also, is there also pits for the aquaculture, or?
No. The aquaculture, they have the traditional woven woods that they use. It's just like people that are doing asoke.
Okay.
It's just similar to asoke, where you have the women with the craft wood that they use in knitting it up.
Okay.
So that's just it. If you want them to inscribe your name, it will be there for you.
Okay, so
Yes.
we are still talking about aquaculture, but when we will go on a short break now, when we come back, the conversation on traditional attires will continue. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. If you are just joining us, you are on to 91.3 Radio Maria, the voice of truth. The topic for discussion on our heritage today is traditional attires. We have mentioned different attires. We have mentioned how diverse Nigerian is, yet we still find a place to unite to unite, and then we see also find a way to differentiate different people from different geopolitical zones by the kind of traditional attires their culture represents. We talked about the black and white that represent the Tiv people in Benue State. We talked about the red and black also that represents the Idomo people in Benue State. We are also talking about Akocha, because before we go on that short break, our guest is very much around. She is Patricia Okonkwo JP. You were talking about the aquaculture, and then let's divert the conversation a little bit to Nigerian marriage, because oftentimes I see that when there's Nigerian marriage, there's the grooms and the bride's friends wearing different attire. I can imagine that is called ashwebi in our local dialect in Nigeria, or it's popularly known as ashwebi. Can you please tell us more about that?
All right. Nigeria, because Nigeria is well known to be fashionable with the good Texas materials, be it Ankara, be your native Akote, Ashoke, Gele, what they call it again, Adire. Normally during marriages, you see grooms and the groom and the friends and the bride and the friends wearing uniforms. We call it ashwebi in Nigeria. Because Nigeria is vast, and because of the unity we have and the love we share in Nigeria, you see, we do it for proper identification. Yes, if a family is celebrating, you need to identify yourself with them and also show them love and support. So you see that ashwebi has really grown to higher level in Nigeria, where you have the groom wearing fine, simple, maybe agbada. Then his mates, the groom friends, you see them too wearing similar agbada, but sometimes they differentiate it with the groom, because if the groom is wearing blue, the boys that are following him might wear red to differentiate himself and the friends. Then in the women's folk too, the bride, you see the families too, the bride wears different something, while the friends, the bridesmaids or whatever, wear different thing. You know, we are going fast because of that love we have for one another. That is why you see us wearing ashwebi, just for identification, for love and for support of that family. And ashwebi now, you can see that Nigeria will like this color blocking. That is what is in vogue now, color blocking. You see different flamboyant colors, green, red. When you come to a wedding, you will see different types of Ashwebi is flying everywhere. You see red gele, you see green gele. You know, sometimes it makes the party beautiful.
It makes the party
Yes.
beautiful. On that note, I'll open the phone lines while the conversation continues here. The number to call and make your contribution is 081 084 47518. 081 084 47518. Please call us and tell us what is your local attire. But before I interrupted our guest, she was talking about ashwebi. I can imagine that the reason why there are different ashwebi during weddings is sometimes you see up to 5 ashwebi. So different friends, different groups to identify themselves for easy identification. So
Love,
that because
support.
because in some cases there are a lot of guests, and it's easy to identify somebody that is wearing the same clothes
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
And then you even the brides, because sometimes there are different package for different friends, different groups, so it's easy to identify that, okay, those
Yes.
people wearing Akwete, this is a package for them, and you give so that they will not be mixed up.
Actually, yes, it's not really that the package for them, but for them to be identified. Like in Nigeria, we have a committee of friends, we have friends of the mothers, we have the aunties, we have the uncles, we have the bride's family, we have the groom's family. All of them just ensure that they have different attires to grace the occasion. And that is why we say that Nigeria is well blessed. Anywhere in the world you see us with our ashobis, and we are looking very, very gorgeous.
Oh, I like gorgeous. Call us. Have you attended any wedding, any party that you had to wear ashwebi in recent time? How was it? How was the experience? Have your local attires, traditional attires, been represented? Has it been mentioned? If it has not, please call us and let us know what your traditional attire is and the accessories that goes with it, because we talked about also accessories. Some, I think the Niger Delta, that you can easily identify them with their hats.
Yes, sure. That is the hat, the beads, you know, beaded hats, and coral beads. We have the white one, we have the red coral bead. So it depends on what you want to use for such occasion.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it for the Niger Delta. They also have their own kind of sewing that is called Niger Delta. Although for fashion and unity, different people don't even mind that, okay, this kind of style or this particular cloth belong to a different geopolitical zone. People just enjoy wearing it, and I really like that about Nigeria, the way the fashion has evolved.
Yes, like even when you go to Igbo, the Igbo men, you will see them wearing their isiagu. This fabric they call isiagu with a red cap. You know, it's for identification that yes, you are from Igbo. So even sometimes when you are a Yoruba man, you are coming to Igbo. You have seen Buhari when he went to Ebonyi State last 2 weeks ago. He was wearing the isiagu with red cap.
No.
You know, which
Yeah,
is good.
that
You
was
want to
beautiful.
identify with those
the
people.
people.
That is it. So even when they go to Yoruba land, they wear the agbada for identification. Say yes, we are all one. Nigeria is all one. We anytime we are celebrating, we are one. That is the uniqueness of Nigeria.
Yeah, call us and tell us what is the local attire. What is your traditional attire? Has it been represented? The number to call is 081 084 47518. 081 084 47518. Talking about Mr. President visiting the East and wearing the isiagu. I can imagine that you don't. In some cases, you don't even have to wear the complete. I really like that last contribution. You see, our traditional attire does not just unite us; it's also a source of income for both young and old. Because by the time there's this wedding is going on, the people who are selling the fabrics are also selling, and the people who are making the dresses are also making the dresses.
Okay, it's true because take for instance now where you have aquacha, where there's no festival that one doesn't wear it. Weddings, that is where people wear it. Every burial in that community, in that area in Delta State, there's no burial they will not wear aquacha. And you can see how the economy of the area is booming because people must have it. They want to have it. They want to have it. They want to buy it.
So they want.
So think of gele, what is happening now with Ashoke in Yoruba land. Everybody wants to tie the gele. They want to look good on top of their fabric, either being lace, being ankara, anything. They want to wear gele on the head because a Nigerian culture, if a woman dresses well without the scarf, without the gele on the head, you are not complete.
Yeah.
So that's what is the fashion how it's moving, and the economy of Nigeria is moving forward.
So yeah, if you're a young person out there and you're listening to us and you're feeling that you don't have job, you don't have source of living, okay, I think there's a business plan here because our local fabrics also are very lucrative. You should start looking in that direction. And if you are still idle, I think you should learn a trade. There's the last caller who just called never learn a trade because he wants to go international, but by association or by producing what he learns very well, he had the chance to produce to represent Nigerian by traveling to South Africa to make dresses for them. So I think that is really nice, and I think that young people should start looking in that direction. Call us and let us know your traditional attire experience, or if your traditional attire has not been mentioned, let us know. Put your traditional attire on the global map. The number to call. Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, Juliana, please go ahead and make your contribution. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Yes.
So do you have okay, so do you have ange in Abuja, or you only go to Benue and wear ange?
No, no.
Interesting. Okay, let's
Thank you.
thank you so much for that
Yes.
contribution. Okay,
Thanks.
please stay with us. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Okay, so it looked like the thief people hold this their ange to high esteem.
Yes. You know, most of these occasions, festival, you see them coming out and time. Immediately you see thief, you will definitely know them.
So do you have your own traditional attire?
Me, I have my own aquacha. I am very, very proud to be from Ubuluku in Delta State. I have my aquacha. I have it in skirt and blouse. I have it in two wrapper. Name it, because you can use it to sew skirt and blouse. You can use it to sew any gown. You have it as two wrapper because you can use it to wear any blouse that you want. So I'm very, very proud. So any ethnic group in Nigeria, be a woman, a man, you must have your own. You must promote your own indigenous fabric, because that is what Nigeria is doing. It's very, very, very good for us to promote our own. Thank God that Nigerian fashion industry is moving forward by giving us different designs, promoting different designs that are playing cultural role in ensuring that our fashion is not there, that our fashion. Hello. Good afternoon, ma. I don't know, you heard me, whether you didn't hear me. I was talking about this Chiago of the Igbo land, where even Buhari went to Ebonyi State and wore his Chiago with red cap. Yes, it's the same. Ishagu is even the same one in all the Igbo land, with the red cap and the beads to identify the culture of Nigeria. It's only the women that have not really emphasized on that is the george material that they use, and use blouse as the ishagu to make blouse, and they have the gele on top. So I'm sorry that I've not really emphasized on the women, but for the men I have used the albuari as an example for ishagu. God bless you for your contribution.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and please stay with us. Thank you very much. I like the emphasis that the last caller made. Her emphasis was on coral bead, and she made mention of Ohunhun clan, because we have had a guest here who told us about the Ohunhun clan. They never cease to showcase the richness of their culture.
Sure.
So, and then she is talking about beads. She is not talking about just bead. She is particular about the coral beads. So,
you know, coral bead cuts across the Nigeria. Anywhere you are, coral bead is what makes our dressing comes out unique. The Ohuhu, I am proud of marrying Ohuhu man, and yes, the coral bead makes our dressing look more unique.
okay, thank you very much. Our guest and the last caller are trying to tell us that one of the accessories that stand out for the Ohunhun clan, it's the coral
Of Abia
bead
State.
of Ohunhun clan of Abia State.
Sure.
It's the coral beads. So call us and tell us, do you have coral beads in your attire? Does coral bead make the best accessory for you in your locality, in your community, or what? Well, we will go on a short break, and when we come back, the conversation will continue on traditional attire. Thank you. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us on 91.3 Radio Maria, the voice of truth. The program is Our Heritage, and the topic is traditional attire. Before we go on that break, we open the phone lines. That is 081 084 475 18, 081 084 47518. We are talking about the coral beads, because the last caller just called us and told us that the coral bead is what makes the Ohunhun traditional attire tick. So we are open. We have just called the phone to call and contribute what makes your traditional attire tick. What are the accessories that make your traditional attire tick? The thief people have mentioned their ange, and mention the bag, their bolu or something, and the conversation is continue. Our guest is still here, Mrs. Patricia Okonkwo JP.
Edo State people?
Yes, right.
Oh, the Edo State people, you know, their dressing represent the status of royalty, you know, with the accessories. It's royal, it's coral beads, good royal beads. You know, in Edo State, their own attire is popularly known as okuku. Then the beads are ekan, and Ivie, they call it Ivie ekan and Ivie beads. You know, in Edo State, you see them with their regalia during festivals. You know, see how the obas dress, especially the obas, the obis, the chiefs, the way they dress up with their white regalia, with their red cap beads, with the beads on the head and their hands, and even on their legs, on their body. Sometimes you will see the Oba of Benin beads is just the skirt and the gown, the regalia. You see him very heavy on them. You know, that bead, it depicts royalty in Nigeria. So most of our attires will wear beads, because it depicts royalty, and it gives respect to that community when you are putting on beads.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
very much. Call us and tell us what make your traditional attire tick, because the Edo people, like our guest speaker just mentioned, that the coral bead also make their traditional attire tick. And I know that the Edo people are very rich in culture. They are very diverse. I know something you mentioned about the Oba of Benin.
Yes.
He is highly respected.
Yes.
They are very good in respectant of culture. They have very high respect and value for their culture. Call us and tell us what is your traditional attire. What are the accessories that make your traditional attire stick? The number to call is 081 084 47518. 081 084 47518. Call us and let us know what make your traditional attire tick. You talk about the ankle beads that the Edo people wear. I think also that the Fulani people never. Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Ilem. I'm from Cross River State, Calabar.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us about Cross River State, Ilem. Hello. Good afternoon, Ilem. Please tell us about your culture. Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Sorry, we lost that call. Please try and call us. We want to know. Ilem, please, we want to know about the Cross River,
State.
because I don't think Cross River has been represented. So we
Sure.
want to know. Please represent the Cross River State so that we know what accessories or what makes the Cross River attire thick. Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Sorry, we lost that call, but I think
Okay.
that the Cross River also don't never fail to showcase their culture, because they have a very colorful and unique culture
Yes.
where they do a lot with the I don't know what's it called, the cow tail. There's what they is
With the long stick, the stick that I don't know the name now. I'm very sorry I could have find out the stick that they use cloth to design on top, with the beads on their waist, even on their legs,
their legs.
the way
They have the ankle, yes.
the way they turn on during their dances and so on.
Yes.
They are very rich.
They have
too.
a rich culture. I
Yes.
can imagine you want to
Yes.
see the rich culture of Cross River. Go to
Yes.
Calabar Carnival. I
Yes.
think that's one of the biggest
Yes.
carnival in Nigeria.
Yes.
They never cease to showcase the richness of their culture.
Culture.
But please call us and let us know more about it. We want to know the name of that stick. We want to know the name.
And with that, their slippers and their shoe made of raffia, they don't fail wearing it.
Okay.
On their dressing, you see them wearing their slippers or shoe made of raffia, and very colorful. They're very, their colors are just flamboyant.
Okay, call us and let
Yes,
us know. I was
colorful.
trying to talk about the Fulani people. They
Yeah.
also don't hesitate to showcase the richness of their culture.
Culture.
When you go to the market, you see them with their beads, also the tiny beads, different colors. They have it. They have the ankle one. They also have the one that they wear on their head.
Yes.
And also their neck.
Nigeria, our fabric, sometimes we have differences and similarities of our fabrics. Like when you're talking about the Fulani material, you can all easily see that the wool is similar to what you have at the Akwacha and the Akwete.
Okay.
White in color, and use different colors to bring out the color to make it unique. Most of these our attires is just similar. Even the way they tie their own wrapper, sometimes in the east they tie wrapper like that, and it's very, very unique, and Nigeria is rich.
Us. Thank you very much for that insight. She has told us a little more about the Boki in Cross
Cross River
River,
State.
and we thank God that culture has evolved. Nigerian system also have evolved. That they no longer do that kind of fattening people, taking young maidens to the fattening room, or even dancing naked. I really appreciate that civilization has come and changed a lot of things. So we are talking. I don't know what you're whispering to me, but we are out of time. Can you say that in 2 seconds?
Well, I would just want to advise our Nigerian youths to be conscious of their fashion, their dresses. You know, we don't want a situation where the Western world will just overshadow us. Let us ensure that we promote our indigenous fabric. We ensure that we wear our Nigerian attires, because anywhere you are, you command respect with our traditional fashion attires. And I bet you anywhere you are that somebody will respect you when they see you wear our cultural dresses. You'll be respected.
Thank you very much for that one. Our guest speaker is telling us to know our attire. Don't be carried away by the Western attire. Our attires are different. You can even use our local attire to make clothes that look like the that is similar to what they are doing, but don't forget your roots. Just like
Yes.
I am wearing this, is locally made by our Nigerian designers. So keep a date with us on 91.3 Radio Maria, the voice of truth. Our heritage with Stella Francis every Thursdays and Fridays. Don't as there will be more interesting package for you on Radio Maria. Thank you.
Thank you.